On this episode of the Best of Bias Podcast, we had episode 272. We making our way down to the twos, you know what I'm saying, getting close to the 300s. We got a loaded episode to talk about today, or to talk, discuss, go through, chill. You know what I'm saying? All the cool things we do here on the Best of Bias Podcast. Season 4 is still among us. New Year still among us. Ending January with a bang. So let's get right to it. Got some football and tail end of football to talk about because, you know, the divisional championship round was last week. So Super Bowl coming up. I'll tell you guys my predictions. Watch some TV shows. Just watch Wonder Man. So I'll review that with y'all today. Catch you guys up on some more shows that I'm watching. Talk about some new music. I haven't talked about new music in a while. So you got some talking to do. Some catching up to do. It's the Best of Bias, episode 271. It's your boy, and we in the building. All right, that didn't work, but hey, we in the building now. Yeah. It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. Yeah. It's the best of bias. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for being here today. Of course, it's the Best of Bias Podcast, starring yours truly, it's Lydell Dinero. Act like you know so. I can be your hero, baby. Episode 271, coming at you live from the studio. You already know what it do. Yeah. I'm happy you guys are here. Happy to talk some bias with y'all today. And I'm trying to act like I know what I'm doing here, man. It's been a long-ass week for me. Hopefully, it's been a not-so-long week for you. If it was, hopefully you're kicking up your feet today. Listen to this Best of Bias Podcast like, yeah. This is my favorite part of the week. I'm here for you every week. If you guys are new to the podcast, thank you for clicking play. Because you could have clicked any podcast in the world because you know there's millions of them. But you clicked on Best of Bias today. And thank you for being here. And I'm hoping I can entertain you for an hour or so. Here we like to talk about a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? We bring sports, pop culture. Everything's really part of pop culture nowadays. So pretty much everything we're talking about out there in the pop culture sphere, bringing it to the table today to talk about, well, some topics that I picked out. Throughout the week, I always go on Instagram and kind of put the topics there. So if I don't talk about it here in the pod, just know I know about it. But, you know, I only got so long with you guys. I don't want to keep you guys here all day. So I keep the topics kind of short and relevant with y'all. But you know the world is full of topics that I could be talking about. We'll get to most of them today. How does that sound? Again, I am your host, Lydell Dinero. You know what I'm saying? Usually I have guests on, well, not all the time, but I try to have guests on. This has been a two-man operation. I like to say one man, but I ain't doing this shit by myself. I have a AKA very big support system behind me, and the Best of Bias family. You guys are always supporting, always coming back, always click and play. Let me know I'm doing a good job. That's why I keep coming here and doing it for you. I know last pod I was a little negative, you know what I'm saying? I let the haters kind of get to me, but I just wanted the haters to know that I see y'all niggas out there, man. And sorry to cuss so early. I ain't gonna let y'all stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? People asking who the haters are. Man, it's anybody that's trying to stop the Best of Bias's motion, whether it be physically, mentally, or any other, man. And I won't let that take over and bring negativity, especially to the positive part of the podcast, especially when I check on you guys. Hopefully you guys are in a better mind state and a better mood than I was last week. Again, I'm sorry for bringing that negativity to the Best of Bias podcast. You know we always positive over here, always bringing the sunshine on a rainy day. I know it's bad weather out there. There's a storm going on all over the country, so I hope you're staying warm. Got your hot cocoa, your tea, whatever you drink, your coffee while you listen to the pod. And I'm hoping I can warm up your day. You feel me? Again, last pod, I apologize for that negativity. That is not me. But hey, we passed it. We moving on to new pastures, leaving all that hate and shit in the back, leaving it behind. You know what I'm saying? 270. Weird nigga. But anyways, let's get right back to what we're talking about. There's some football this weekend. This past weekend is dwindling down, y'all. We're getting closer and closer to the Super Bowl. We had the divisional round, then we had the conference championship round. And the Super Bowl is coming up. Bad Bunny will be blessing us, gracing the stage out there in the stomping grounds out here in the Bay Area at Levi. So hopefully the Bay Area people that live out here in the Bay can enjoy the festivities. I know Dave Chappelle's gonna be out there. I think Shaq and T-Pain are having doing a show somewhere. So it's gonna be live. It's gonna be live in the streets Be safe for sure. Before we get to there though, let's talk about what happened this weekend, man. We got to the conference championships. Last week in the divisional rounds, there were surprises, some upsets. I talked about that on the last pod. I gave my predictions for this pod. Well, let's see how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? We had the Patriots playing the Broncos. The Broncos are at home. But as you know from last week, Bo Nix actually fractured his ankle. So the Broncos didn't have Bo Nix during this game. I don't necessarily know it would have mattered 100%. Well, that much more. I know Stidham did make some bad plays. That backward pass, to be specific, was terrible. That first pass he had, to Sutton, that deep touchdown, we thought it was going to be something. We thought Stidham was going to have something, but coming in, people kind of expected the Patriots to be able to do whatever they wanted just because, Bo Nix wouldn't be out there, calling the offense, and the offense was already kind of stagnant with Bo Nix. And the defense for the Patriots was playing really good, especially against Houston. Coming in against Stidham, the kind of game plan was just get to him, rush him, cause pressure. People were trying to put gas or try to gas him up, saying that he was just not, just as good, if not better, than Drake May at this point, since Drake May only has 2 years of experience and Stidham has been in the league forever, backing up Tom Brady and everybody else in the league. So, and, Sean Payton paid him so much money to be a backup. Everybody thought they were going to, choose him over Bo Nix. People were trying to talk him up, but, when they're playing, out there in a blizzard, I guess it don't matter who you have at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Facing those elements is tough. It turned out to be a slug-'em, hard-nosed defensive game. Stidham, after that first touchdown pass, he didn't really do much else. The wind was like 13 miles per hour. It was 20 degrees out there. The snow was coming down. You couldn't even see the field. They had to make the lines on the field white with CG in order for us to see where the lines and first down markers were on the field. It was sloppy. The kickers couldn't make kicks from 30 yards. The wind was way too much. The receivers, running backs couldn't get their feeding. They were sloshing around. But the Patriots were ultimately able to make more plays than the Broncos. It wasn't really exciting of a game at all. It was only 10-7. And the fact that the Patriots were even able to score was only because, Stidham gave them the ball in short field. So that's kind of why everybody's kind of saying the Patriots are lucky to be where they are. They started the playoffs against the Chargers, who had no linemen, destroyed them, played against Houston, who has a good defense, but CJ Stroud, if you know me on this podcast, I've been talking about how I don't necessarily know if I trust CJ Stroud or not. I want to like him. He's a California boy. Everybody seems to like him. He's a good dude. I think he's a good quarterback, but it just, in big spots, he doesn't make enough plays. And if Nico Collins or if his top receivers are out, it's definitely over for his team. He threw 4 interceptions, may have fumbled once, all in the same game. Nico Collins was out with a concussions. I talked about this game last week, but it's like, come on now. You have to be able to show a little something. Again, you're playing against a second-year quarterback. This team was basically put together in 1 year. They bought a bunch of free agents all in the offseason. Patriots had a bunch of cap space. New first-year head coach. He's coached before, Mike Vrabel. Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry about that, y'all. He's coached before. Tennessee didn't have a really good stint there. Played for the Patriots, won Super Bowls there, knows the organization well. So he comes here, gets a bunch of money for free agency, gets in Drake May's ear, Josh McDaniels, and they get him on the right track. Even though they had the easiest schedule, I think the 10th easiest schedule in the NFL of all time, they were still able to handle business. I was saying this about the 49ers, but they had an easy schedule. They still were able to play who's in front of them, even with all the injuries, and take care of who they can take care of or are supposed to take care of. So you can't really fault them for having an easy schedule. They did what they did when they got to the places they got and performed in the biggest stages. Again, back to the Broncos game, though Drake May didn't have the best game, only 84 yards passing, he was still able to get the team to the Super Bowl in his second year in the league. So that's a really big accomplishment. Shout out to him. I'd be surprised if he didn't win MVP, if they don't turn around and give it to Sam Darnold, because back-to-back years, I'll get to that game in a second, back-to-back years of 12 plus games in the regular season. And I think he's at 16 games now winning. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, we'll see who wins MVP, but, yeah, Drake May and the Patriots are moving on. Again, the Broncos, yeah. If you had Bo Nix, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think Bo Nix could have made some more, plays with his legs and probably was more confident to do so. But Yeah, it is an easy route for the Patriots. We'll see what they can do in the Super Bowl. Their opponents will be, which I'll talk about right now, the Seattle Seahawks. They bested the Rams 31-27 in Seattle. Um, it was a back and forth game for the most part, but Seattle was able to make more plays. Again, Kenneth Walker was able to make plays in the open field, make people miss. Matthew Stafford just wasn't able to make enough plays. Devontae Adams was getting off. Puka was doing his thing. Kyron Williams was catching passes out the backfield, scoring touchdowns, and it looked all on the up and up. But that Seattle defense, man, they were locking down those receivers when it mattered. Though, who was it? Was it Thornton? Who was the receiver, the cornerback that shut them down, got a personal foul for yelling at the coaches on the sidelines, gave the Rams a first down, and they scored with Puka the next play. So it was getting a little chippy. I thought that was kind of, in that moment on a fourth down, again, I know he was taunting, but get him out of there, push him to the sideline. Too big of a moment to just simply. By the way, y'all, I'm rocking some Primitive today. I don't want to cover up the logo. I know this mic stand's always in front of my fucking logo, so we try to show y'all the fits all the time, you know what I'm saying? Sponsored. Not sponsored by Primitive, but the back of the shirt, this back end, if I could show y'all, man, y'all see who that is. That's that man Trunks. You already know what I'm rocking. That man, hey, the future Trunks. For me, you make him look. Hey, Dragon Ball Z is dropping the ball. I don't know where all this promotion and all this love for Trunks came from, but I respect it. Civil Regime, I respect it. Primitive for the DBZ collabs, I respect y'all. I know that's definitely out of, off topic from what I was talking about, but that's what I'm rocking today, y'all. Primitive, the blue, with the trunks on the back, fitted. Anyways, but yeah, man, Matthew Stafford, I don't think this is the last year for him. I think he gives it one more go. Devontae Adams, I think he gives it one more go before he decides to hang it up or not. Him and Mike Evans are kind of on the same timeline, I think. They'll try to get it done one more time before they hang it up. They have a lot of accolades, and they just need a little bit more. I know Devontae probably needs a Super Bowl to be able to make the Hall of Fame. I don't know, man. He's just so good. He should make the Hall of Fame. If I was to give it to him, I would definitely put him in. But you already see what's happening with Bill Belichick. If Bill Belichick can't be a first ballot Hall of Famer with the career he has, it's going to be tough for Devontae to get in. First ballot anyways. Bill Belichick, I know you guys heard about that controversy before I get too far away from this game. Bill Belichick, not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Some people are saying it's because of the cheating scandals that he's went through, Deflategate and Spygate, since it was multiple times that they're giving him a slap on the wrist and not getting him in. But the accolades, most winning playoff coach ever, probably the winningest Super Bowl coach ever, most times, I think most playoff wins, most Super Bowl appearances, 9 Super Bowl appearances. Just the list goes on and on. I know Bill Belichick hasn't had the brightest of lights and hasn't been talked about in the best lights, hasn't had the best records or career at North Carolina after leaving the Patriots, but do not forget who this man actually is. I know everybody wants to tear him down any chance they get and just to say it's all Brady. He don't deserve whatever. But Bill Belichick, he's a great defensive mind. I think I'm on the side of, man, give this man the first ballot Hall of Fame. Like, he's arguably the best coach there has been in the NFL. And you guys are putting coaches in first ballot over him that can't even shine his shoes. So I think that's kind of fucked up. I think you guys should reconsider. They're already saying that the person, I don't know if the person that leaked that Bill Belichick wouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer, or the person that didn't vote for him or something like that. They're getting excluded from the Hall of Fame voting process due to, I think it's more so snitching about him not becoming a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I think the NFL is kind of mad that the information got out and weird shit like that. But anyways, back to the Rams and the Seahawks. The Seahawks do move on. It was an incredible season by the Rams. I can't lie. I thought the Rams were going to, after especially beating the Bucs the way they did at SoFi, I thought the Rams were going to be the team to beat in the NFC. Especially after we beat the Seahawks, I really didn't see them as a team that, that really should be reckoned with. Especially if we beat them, I thought that everybody else would be able to beat them as well. But Sam Darnold and JSN and company is having that team right, man. Man, I definitely didn't believe that they'll be able to get to the Super Bowl, but me personally, that's who I would pick to win the Super Bowl, them playing the Patriots. We'll see if the Patriots actually could play against a real team in good conditions. It's going to be in, again, Santa Clara, so it's not going to be snowing. It may be cold, Maybe get a little rain. Hopefully not, but ain't gonna be no snow in conditions where you can't play. So we'll really see if Drake May can get it done. And I think whoever wins the Super Bowl should be named MVP. I know they probably will name it before the Super Bowl sometime this week, maybe early next week, but I think they should have slug it out, man. Both these teams have been great. Patriots beat the number one seed. The Seahawks were the number one seed. Um, Adversity struck, during the game where Seahawks played the 49ers. He had an injured oblique, came, still played. We'll see what happens, man. The Seahawks are proven. They're proven, man. Ups and downs from getting rid of Pete Carroll, for everybody leaving him for dead. People thinking Kenneth Walker was done. Charbonnet getting hurt. DK Metcalf and Lockett leaving. Cooper Kupp getting signed. They thought he was washed. Raheem Shaheed being cast off by the Saints, not knowing that he was a dual weapon, a deep threat and a kick returner. Like, it's a redemption team for sure, and they've only won one Super Bowl, so I'm good with them winning if they do. I know people in the NFC South will probably hate on that, but I think they deserve it, man. They've been working hard and they've been getting to it. The Patriots, on the other hand, have won 6 Super Bowls. First year head coach, quarterback in their second year. They have plenty of Super Bowls to get to. I think, that's where I always stand when it's not my team playing. I'm like, who won more? Who wouldn't be hurting if they lost? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes whose fan base will be complaining the most if they lost? I kind of go there too because I'm a hater when it comes to these sports teams. There's no love lost if you're not the Buccaneers, you're not the Denver Nuggets, you're not Oregon, you're not Atlanta Braves. Hey, if you're not the Valkyrie or any team that Sabrina Ionescu's on, hey, pretty much, fuck you. I'm sorry. I should be more of a sportsman, but no, I'm not going to clap for you if you guys are doing good. No, I'm going to wish for you guys to lose every motherfucking game. So, to all my friends and my friends' teams that didn't make the playoff that are sitting right there in Cancun with the Buccaneers, I love to see it. Rams, come on, sit down. 49ers, come on and sit down. Come on and take a seat. Broncos, y'all 3 Super Bowls? Come on, or 2 Super Bowls? Come on and sit down. 3 Super Bowls. It's 3. Peyton got y'all a 3rd one. Yeah, come on and sit down. You know what I'm saying? Let the Seahawks get their 2nd one. Join the real niggas. Patriots, I know they hating on y'all coach right now, and you got the new dynasty on the way, supposedly. Yeah. Y'all been happy way too long. This year you had no setbacks. None at all. None. Y'all have to face some adversity now. So, I love you, Seagon. Christian Gonzalez is a duck. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to always root for him, but hey, other than that, I guess we're going with Seahawks. West Coast, baby. Buccaneers coaching, we signed Zach Robinson, ex-offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. I know you guys probably don't care if you're not a Buccaneers fan, but you're probably wondering, or you're probably not wondering, what are the Buccaneers going to do with an offensive coordinator? Your coach didn't get fired, but you didn't hire none of these coaches. The big name offensive coordinators went other places, blah, blah, blah. Zach Robinson, he's supposed to be off the Sean McVay tree. We're hoping that he can have an impact like Liam Cohen had on Baker Mayfield in our offense. Get Bucky Irving open, make use of these weapons. We have so many weapons for at least one more year. You know what I'm saying? Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, we don't know how long they're going to actually play, but we got the young boys in the waiting, Emeka Egbuka, Jalen McMillan, and Tez Johnson. We have 5 receivers that could be serviceable for a good year or two. So get those guys open, scheme them open. Sean Tucker, he showed us a really big bag. Pause. We saw what he did against the Bills. 3 touchdowns when he gets opportunities. I understand Rachaad White has to go. Again, Rachaad White was my guy. It's just he didn't do enough when he was the solo back and had the opportunities to make plays himself. He waited until Bucky Irving got there. Sean Tucker was in the rotation. Then he wants to bust off for 30-yard runs and catch passes for 30 yards. But it's like, bro, you should do this when you have opportunities, when Bucky's hurt, when Sean Tucker's not on the roster. It's like, do that then so they can build that trust to know that they want to keep you. But if you're not going to do anything, then it's just more cause to pause. And I know you want to get paid, and I know you want to play with Jaden McDaniels, and I know you want more of an opportunity. So that kind of sucks for him. But we do need an offensive coordinator. Josh Grizzard wasn't really doing what we needed him to do. We need some trick plays. We need to scheme people open. We see all these other offensive teams or offenses and on other teams just scoring at will, even if they're fucking backup quarterbacks. Shit is happening. Backup linemen, backup receivers, they make shit happen, make it look like there's no, the offense hasn't skipped a beat. It's like plug and play. But for us, for some reason, we can go through spouts of looking atrocious on offense, and our defense is already atrocious. So we get our offense, go 3 and out, and then our defense comes back on the field and gets scored on right away. It looks terrible, and it's so embarrassing, especially when they try to give us primetime games. It's just too much, especially with all of them we had last year. So hopefully Zach Robinson can come in, show us something, and if he does do well with our offense, and he can replace Todd Bowles when he eventually retires, hopefully. He already said he doesn't want to play as long as Bruce Arians did. Bruce Arians was like 63. He may be like 61. You know what I mean? So Zach Robinson, he got the face for it. He got the tone for it. He seems more aware, socially than Liam Cohen was, more likable by the media. Somebody I can see as the next Bucs head coach. So I'm hoping it goes well. He can step into that place and we can have an offensive-minded head coach, bringing a defensive coordinator that's fresh, new, isn't stuck in his ways and making us such a liability in different aspects. Sorry, I got some on my lips, bro. It's just bugging the shit out of me. A liability at linebacker, a liability in the pass game. We were known for running the ball, but our defensive lineman can never stay healthy. It's always Vita Vea. Kalijah Kancey needs to stay healthy so he can actually play for a season. David Walker, hopefully he can play and do a little something. On the opposite side of Yaya Diaby, I don't know if Hassan Reddick is coming back. I think it might have been a 1-year thing. But I don't know, man. If we can get our offensive line healthy and playing shit right and maybe draft Kenyon Sadiq in the first round, which I don't think is going to happen. Kenyon Sadiq in the first round and Rodriguez in the second at linebacker, hey, who says no? But anyways, let's move on a little bit here. What were you talking about after football? Oh, yeah, Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl is Seahawks, Patriots, in Levi. Bad Bunny will be performing at halftime, like I said. Socially, man, people are hating it. I don't understand. I get it. He speaks Spanish and you won't understand the songs, but the songs still vibe. You can move your hips and it's only like 10, 20 minutes, bro. It's not like you're going to be up there dancing. You're not paying to go to a club or something and going to be disappointed by the performer. You're not going to a concert. You're watching a free concert on TV. It's free, first and foremost. You can change the channel during halftime, watch the music videos. So any artist you want, watch YouTube. But he'll have the people going. You'll learn something. You'll see how music affects people around the world internationally, and you'll learn about another artist. People are, oh yeah, Ice this and Ice that. Ice is going to get him on stage. Ice is going to be at the Super Bowl, waiting for the people that come to enjoy Bad Bunny in tailgating and things like. I wonder how much it costs to tailgate at the Super Bowl. It's interesting, but first of all, for everybody that's saying Ice is going to do something to Bad Bunny, he's from Puerto Rico, and that is a property of the United States. So get that out of your head, become educated about that. And secondly, I don't know. I just feel like this whole politicized aspect of football, just leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. There's a lot of drama going on in the world right now, especially in Minnesota, definitely all over the world when it comes to this ICE situation. Praying for everybody involved. Lives have been lost. Rest in peace. Let me get his name right. Alex Pretty. He was a VA, I think he was a nurse, out there at the protests, kind of filming what was going on. Went to protect somebody that was getting jumped on by some ICE agents. He was carrying a gun as he was permitted to do. Videos circulating all over the place. Very, 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 very graphic. You see the ICE agents take his gun to where they're not in any kind of danger. But since he had a gun, felt like it was right to execute the man over his body while being jumped on by like 4 other ICE agents. The ICE agent just kind of just discharges his firearm right into the back of this nurse who was protecting and trying to record these people from jumping on people. I get it. Let me get that right. Let me not say that at all. I don't get why that would happen. I get there's a lot of shit going on. A lot of protesters saying shit to you, may get you out of your mind state to make you hella scared and worried, but to shoot an unarmed person in broad daylight and then try to spin it and say, he shouldn't have a gun. He was a domestic terrorist trying to stop ICE from doing their jobs. Like, bro, I don't know. Again, I'm not the most political person in the world. I don't know what the fuck this agency has to do with anything or why they're just became the Power Ranger squad that can just hop out on anybody and do anything they want to do. it's just nuts. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. Where are you from? Who are you? Do you live here? Let me see right. Like, bro, what the where in the fuck are we? Are you gonna start wearing fucking scarlet letters and shit in order to live in America? That's just it's just too much, bro. If somebody commits a crime and they're not American citizens, okay, understand. Arrest whoever you need to arrest. But if a person's just walking down the motherfucking street, going to get something to eat, driving down the street, waiting at a stoplight, charging their car at a fucking smart car port, and you pull the motherfucker out of the car, cuss them out, berate them to the point where they're getting upset, and then once they have any kind of attitude, put them on the ground, hurt them, in some cases kill them. What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Crime is still rampant everywhere. Shit still goes down everywhere that has nothing to do with ICE, but we're putting all this effort and all these forces into doing some shit that's a fucking side mission, nigga? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Oh, bro, people is broke outside, dog. People is broke outside. And we're just sitting here arresting, beating up, and killing people? Shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like, shit is fucking crazy, man. It makes it hard for us to even believe in society. We want to say like all this shit on social media is propaganda. We want to hope it's not all craziness outside everywhere we go. But the more and more we look, this shit is real. It's not only propaganda. It's not only shit that's put on social media to trick us. Shit's really going on outside. And I want everybody to be safe that listen to this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on swivel, cause shit is just happening, bro. There's people even on Instagram. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dress up like a black person to hide from ICE agents so they won't know that I'm not black. Like, bro, that there is troublesome. That might be a propaganda thing people are trying to pass on social media to get people to be able to start doing shit to black people. We just lost. We just lost the whole plot. The whole plot. The whole plot, man. I thought immigration was to stop people from coming in the country that were sex trafficking, selling drugs, doing shit that wasn't supposed to happen in America. It happened anywhere. Especially if it wasn't supposed to happen legally in the States. Just go back to where you came from, do it illegally there. I understand all the illegal shit. But people just walking down this, doing nothing to no one, ripping families apart, taking kids from high school rallies, separating families. Like, people are definitely, it's going to get worse and worse. People are walking out of high school, standing, like, not going to work, not going to school, protesting, and I don't think anything's going to change. It was sadly, it just, the more and more people push back, it seems like the more and more power is flexed from the powers that be, and the shit just gets violent. I don't understand it. I mean, again, prayers out to everybody involved. Hopefully, this ICE shit can just become something private again. Something private, not something that's all in our face. Like, me personally, I need my immigration services to move like the CIA. We don't need to see a big ass presence of them in the street. We don't need to see them flexing their power with big ass guns and masks on. The people that I want to see are the ones that are finding people that are doing stuff wrong, finding fucking actual domestic terrorists that are fucking grabbing, kidnapping people. Big ass operations that are still going on to this day. I'm sure there's people being sex trafficked, kidnapped in America by American people that aren't immigrants that we could be spending these resources finding those motherfuckers. You can have a joint task force doing both behind the scenes, not disturbing the peace. There's so many other ways to do this besides just fucking blatantly hurting, disrespecting, killing. I don't know. People said that with this new election and the shit that's happening, the people that power it be, shit could get like this, but I never really believed it. I thought it was a kind of hyperbole. But, bro, I don't know. I don't know. I have never heard of this ICE situation. So for them to just militarize these guys and then pop out of the Constitution and be legal like they was there all the time, and this is how we've been doing shit for years. I just don't believe that's true. Like, you're open registration for these motherfucking units. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think Obama or any past president had anything like this, and it's just sad to see that Americans will sign up to just fucking be destroyers, pretty much. Not only to immigrants that are coming into the country, but people in your own race, of your own ethnicity, American people. You're turning against them when there's, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many other countries that don't like America that want to fuck us up too. Everybody fighting within the country. This is just what they want. It's about to fucking implode. It's just nuts. Sorry to go on that whole political rant, but I had to say something. I'm not gonna stay quiet about it. RIP again, Alex Preedy, and everything that's going on out there in Minnesota. Please be safe and stay out of the cold, man. It's like 1 degree outside. That's why everybody's fucking mad. It's fucking cold as shit. But anyways, Nuggets check in. This will be quick. Not really much going in. I just like to talk about the Nuggets every time I have a chance to talk about sports. Jokic is still out. We've been able to hold water. Still 8-6 since he's been out. Just lost a really close game to Detroit after winning a really good game against the Bucs and Giannis without Jokic. We lost to the Lakers without him. Our next 6 games are nuts, and we're not going to have Jokic for any of them. I think we play Detroit, then we play the Clippers, then we play the OKC, and then we play like who else? The Detroit Pistons again, who are the number 1 seed in the East. Then we play the Knicks. All these games without Jokic. He's close to coming back, but with that knee sprain, Aaron Gordon tore his hamstring again. Who knows when he's coming back? Christian Brown hurt his ankle like week 3 in the season and hasn't played since. He has the worst sprained ankle known to man. I don't know what that is. Cam Johnson hurt his knee, and hasn't played forever. I don't know what I don't know. All these knee injuries in basketball is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But shout out Spencer Jones, Bruce Brown, Peyton Watson, of course. He's kind of came back down to earth. But he's been balling out, man, trying to make it tough for us, see if we're going to be able to keep him. But shout out to Peyton Watson. He is pressing a little bit now, that he, scored a couple of 30-point games. People talking about him, people trying to trade for him. He's big discussions in trade deadline. But, hopefully when Jokic comes back and Jokic is able to orchestrate everything, he'll be able to pop back in, and the players that were really showing out can play big minutes if need be. Zeke Naji against Spencer Jones, Jalen Pickett, Julian Strother. All these games are really good experience for these guys that don't really get to play much. But when all the starters do come back and when it matters in playoffs, like last year, these guys will be able to come in and not just shit the bed and have that experience of playing throughout the season and getting big minutes, man. Because Jokic has been out for 4 weeks plus. So it's really big minutes for Val now coming back, being the only big there. Really big minutes for Jamal. He's shown that he can be an MVP candidate, even though he missed 2 free throws when you had 2 chances to shoot 3 free throws to tie the game twice last night, and you missed one of them twice at those 7-3. It was disheartening because Jamal's having an MVP type season. If he would have did that, came back and had us win against the number 1 seed in the East, down so many people, that would have solidified his ass as an MVP candidate. I'm sure he still is right now, but he has to keep it going, man. And I hope the Nuggets just stay healthy. Fuck every other team in the NBA, though. Real talk. Unless you, who else is there? Somebody that I give a little bit of credit to. I fuck with Zion, though. I fuck with Zion. Everybody hating on Zion because his choices off the court, but Zion's a guy that I feel like if he gets right, he'll be there. Him and Anthony Edwards, those are my 2 guys right now, other than, everybody in the Nuggets. But those are the 2 guys I watch closely. And I know it's kind of crazy with the Timberwolves being one of our biggest rivals. And he talks so much shit when he plays this, but I just like how he plays basketball, man. He plays basketball like a football player. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with how he plays. That's it for NBA. Pop culture, let's check in with some pop culture. I haven't talked about it in a while. But J. Cole is back. February 6th, he's dropping the Fall Off. He has dropped a couple of freestyles, I think, with DJ Clue, if I'm not mistaken. They're not on DSPs right now. I think they're only on his website, which is good promotion, man. Go there. I think he dropped a podcast or something on his website as well back in the day, where he was just kind of talking about current events and shit like that relating to his album. So he's found a good way to kind of market himself and stay away from the major labels and releases like that. I know he's going to release his shit on Apple and all that shit, but he's found a way to sell his own shit, advertise his own shit, and getting people excited about his shit through his own website. He used to do it through, I think last year he was doing it through Instagram, putting whole songs and whole snippets and shit through Instagram and Instagram only. But he actually dropped a four song EP, all freestyles over other beats, him talking his shit. Kind of not really responding to stuff, but kind of saying shit that he didn't say during the height of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Just responding to how people talk shit about him and dropped him out of the top 3, while Drake and Kendrick were rapping, just because he bowed out and apologized and didn't want to be part of the beef since he knew both sides. People kind of felt like he didn't deserve to be still in the top 3, and he's kind of talking the shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is, I know there's J. Cole haters out there. People don't really like all the lyrical miracle shit all the time. But if you like J. Cole and you're a J. Cole fan, you know who J. Cole is, you know what he does. He has songs for the radio, for the girls, for the ladies. He has songs. But right now he's on his talk his shit. And I think he deserves it, man. I think a lot of people really did talk down on J. Cole, even try to take shots and diss him while he was being quiet and not really saying much. But I don't know. He kind of moves a little different, man. He's not one of those rappers who needs the spotlight. Needs to make shit known for him to move a certain way. He's been people think he's secretly beefing with Jay-Z because he was on Rock Nation. He may still be on Rock Nation, but you know what I'm saying? He keeps his shit low key. He's to himself. You know, he's not riding around in big ass, nice ass cars. Well, though he did see him washing his, Urus at the fucking little self-wash thing on the promotion for one of his songs, but he's usually out there riding around New York on a bike. You'll see him posted up somewhere, not hella jewelry on, not making himself a big target. Everybody's just like, oh, it's J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And he spits, man. He's one of the top, I would say top 5 rappers of all time when it comes down to just rapping. J. Cole cannot be fucked with. Some people can say top 5 right now. I can put J. Cole maybe in the top. It would be tough for me. No, maybe not tough for me. If we're talking about rapping, I would, top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure. It'd be tough to get him up there. To limit it to 5 rappers when it comes to top rappers of all time lyrically, but J. Cole is definitely up there. People know that, man. So February 6th is really highly anticipated. I'm excited to see what's on there. I know he'll have some features, maybe not. He may not have some features. He may just go out there and just completely just spit and just go and go and go. I know Iceman is supposed to be dropping soon. Hopefully they don't drop at the same time and have no stupid shit going. And by the way, Drake should probably change the title to that album with all this shit going on. I don't know if he wants to be Iceman anymore. Just call it Bobby or some shit like that. No, it's the X-Man, the Iceman from X-Men. You know what I'm saying? But right now, all this promotion about Ice and Iceman and doing shit over Ice, yeah, it's not really timely. But you know, I'm ready for some good music, man. It's been a little lull. I'm really checking every Thursday night to see if shit is dropping, and nothing really of any sustenance, man. So I'm waiting for this J. Cole. It kind of like a surprise drop. We knew it was coming. The fall off was coming, but you know, just a couple of weeks ago, he announced that it was coming out February 6th, so he's not really promoting for hella long. That shit's dropping next week. You know what I mean? And it's either we're ready for it or not, but we're definitely going to be ready for it. I'm probably going to get the vinyl for it, man. I'm excited for some new Cole. Y'all excited for some new Cole? You excited for some new Drake? We haven't really heard many singles from Drake's Iceman, so I'm hoping to hear one soon. We've heard the snippets of the songs online, the Playboy Cardi one, the Kodak Black one. We heard What Did I Miss already? Which one? I don't know if they're all going to be on the album, but hey, we heard some singles. I don't know if any of them really stuck. But I'm excited to see what's going on, man. I'm excited for both the albums. I think we're getting later into the first quarter, new year, so we can start dropping and seeing what we can have. I like when artists drop albums at the beginning of the year so we can just sit with it for the whole year and see how we liked it towards the end. That's the shit I fuck with. But shout out J. Cole, shout out everybody else dropping music, man. And I'm hoping hip hop can make a comeback. We're kind of quiet right now. Grammys is coming. Grammys is Sunday. It should be this weekend if you're listening to this on the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully Kendrick Lamar can clean up there. And then next year, if J. Cole has a good album, he can clean up as well. Drake too. I'm not a Drake hater. So if Drake comes out with some shit, I'm waiting for some Drake songs, man. I need some Drake songs in my Serato. So if Drake drops some shit too, we'll see what happens. I know Drake never goes to these award shows anyways, but yeah, we'll see. And now we're moving into Cinema Corner. No commercial breaks today. We're just gonna do it all in one, man. I know y'all probably want to get some water, take a little break, but we pushing through. Daredevil trailer, man. I saw that. I know you guys saw that. Just dropped today. dropped at the same time as Wonder Man. I thought that was kind of weird, but maybe it was just trying to push everybody to Disney Plus to try to watch Wonder Man. But we see a bunch of snippets to what could be happening this season. I don't know exactly what happened at the end of last season. I think I need to rewatch it. I don't know if at the end of the season that's when Daredevil pushed Fisk out of the way, saved his life. So Fisk kind of owed Daredevil one, and he was kind of mad about that after he's becoming mayor. I think that's what happens. But in this season, there's a lot of shit that happens that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see more Bullseye. I'm excited to see Augie come back. Jessica Jones made a cameo, so seeing Jessica Jones back in the MCU and in Daredevil is cool because her character in her show is really cool. All those street level heroes, Luke Cage, Danny Rand, all these guys are supposed to be coming back. So her being in this season, hopefully it's just one cameo of many, because this season I thought they were supposed to be gathering all the street level heroes to go up against Fisk and the shit that he was having go on. So I thought we were going to see Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher. I thought we were going to see all these guys in this new season going up against Fisk and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see it. I will be dropping a reaction video, I believe, on Instagram sometime soon. Maybe even maybe dropped already by the time you see this. With a little more in-depth reaction of what's going on. I'm trying to get reaction videos going a little more. Put some more content out there for y'all so y'all know what's going on with me. You feel me? But it did look very, 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 very good. Really good slate of Marvel coming up, man. I think is Spider-Man coming out in March? I want to see. Let me see. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Let's see. Spider. Oh no, it's coming out July. Goddamn. July 31st. We just got Wonder Man. I will be talking about that in a couple of minutes here. But the slate is ramping up again. I'm excited, especially after what I saw on Wonder Man, man. I'm really excited to talk about that. I'll get into that with the review. Might as well just actually I'll get to that in a second, but I'm really excited to see everybody come back. We'll see what happens with Fisk. I know he's not gonna die. Kingpin's not gonna die because he can't kill Kingpin. But I'm interested to see what happens, man. Daredevil's been really emotional in this season. He was trying to change his ways, but towards the end of the season, niggas was fucking with him too much and he just broke out. That Scream came out and he started whooping everybody's ass. You saw that fight with him and Punisher. That was going dumb. So we'll see. Hopefully there's some more fighting, more action scenes in this one. It'll be some good shit, man. This is supposed to be, is it supposed to be 18 episodes? Like, isn't the season supposed to be hella long? Last season was pretty long. I think it's 18 episodes total. So it was 9 the first one, 9 the second one, so 18 season. Is it season 2? Or is this continue season 1? Anyways, Daredevil's back. Marvel's back. Some shit to watch. Some shit for me to review, so I'm excited to see that. He-Man trailer came out as well. I know you guys saw that, man. All of my old heads gotta let me know what's going on with He-Man. I watched the Masters of the Universe on Netflix, the Kevin Smith version of it, so I kind of know what's going on, but I'm not 100%. I know the Prince Adam and all that shit, and how he grabs the sword and he becomes He-Man. I know some of the characters' names, but I can't say that I'm hella knowledgeable. It's the 80s cartoon, so I kind of got into it late, but you know me, I'm a fuck with it. If it's pop culture, I'm gonna jump in head first and kind of try to jump in with the fan base and be excited with them for it. So I do want to see how they do it. I'm not the biggest fan of, you sent Adam away from, I forgot exactly, Valeric? What the fuck is the Prince Adam's place called? Wherever. Castle Grayskull, wherever that place is. We sent him away to Earth and now he has to remember who he is type shit. Like, not my favorite. I'll give it a go because I fuck with Idris as Man at Arms. And I fuck with Battle Cat as well, how the regular Tiger turns into a Battle Cat. That's just sick as fuck. And, I'm excited to see what it's about. I'm gonna watch it regardless. But how do you guys feel about the trailer, man? It wasn't really the biggest trailer. We'll see how, what's his name? I forgot his name. His name was just on my head. Jared Leto. We'll see how Jared Leto does as, Skeletor. We'll see how he does the voice. If he fucks up the voice, the voice is already kind of goofy, but if he fucks up Skeletor, Jared Leto, bro, you might be doomed, dog. You might just be, because there's a big fan base for He-Man, so if you fuck this up too, you already fucked up Joker. You fucked up Morbius. You fucked up Tron Ares, bro. If you fuck this up, it might be over for you with the fans, man. It might be over for you. But I'm excited for He-Man too. It looks like it's going to be good. But something that I did watch in full, Wonder Man is out right now on Disney Plus. Go watch it right now, man. We got to support these black characters because, you know, they always be trying to shit on it preordainedly or before watching it, before it comes out. And we have to, you know, battle back to prove that the show is actually good. And we're up against it all the time to try to prove that these black superhero shows are actually worth making and worth giving some time. And I think Wonder Man did that. Ironheart didn't really so much. People hated Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I like that show, though it didn't really execute everything perfectly. I liked it. And then when you go to Captain America: The Brave and the Bold, Brave New World, whatever the shit's called, nobody really liked that one either. It was all over the place. The strikes were happening, so it was rushed, canceled, put back on, reshot, all that shit. So you can kind of tell what the fuck was going on there. The bad guys didn't make sense, so people already kind of were doubting Wonder Man would be any good or have any relevance just because they're putting out all 8 episodes at once. It's a character that's not directly tied to the MCU. Nobody really knows about him. It's a kind of offshoot character that nobody really knows. And the main character was white, so it's another one of those race flip things that all the white fans are so upset about. But I liked it, man. It was a different type of show. Though they didn't really put his powers on the forefront, just knowing he had powers and just seeing him struggle as a regular person, as an actor, was amazing to me. Yahya Abdul Mateen II as Simon and Ben Kingsley as Trevor Slattery. You know, there's way more people in the show, 8 episodes, so there's way more people, absolutely. But everybody else was not really in the show. It was just them two acting their asses off. Every movie show he's in, he always acts his ass off. I'm really happy that they're finally getting prominent black actors to play good roles in the MCU. The MCU is so popular, and there's so much room for black characters to be ingratiated. And they did a really good job. Yahya was really good at Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen solo movie, and of course Candyman. Done a bunch of other stuff. So for him to get a lead role as Wonder Man, playing an actor trying to get a role as Wonder Man, was dope. I finally figured out what meta means. A movie that's aware of itself, aware of the times, aware of shit that's going on. So they kept calling out, "Oh, American Horror Story. Oh, you did this, so such and such. Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings." Like, they kept mentioning shit that was actually relevant. Them knowing that they were a part of Marvel, knowing that there's superheroes around, them having the Steve Rogers musical in the town. It was cool. It was cool. And they really did a good job of making the MCU separate. Like, this was in the MCU and took place, I don't know exactly where, post-snap probably, but it was really interesting to have all these other characters cut out and not really mention, but really just be following the life of Simon and him trying to become an actor and his just characteristics, man. Him just being good at acting, knowing he's good at acting, but not being very socially aware. You know what I'm saying? Just doesn't know how to talk to people. Tragedy in his family. His dad died in a fire. Me personally, in the show, I don't think they ever showed the actual fire or what happened to cause the fire. If so, I might have missed that and I have to go back and watch, and maybe during another one of these review pods that I listen to, they will mention it, but I don't think they did. Or how he got his powers. Was he born with the powers, or during the fire did he get the powers? I swear I might have missed that, but either way, yeah, him just acting and him meeting the Mandarin and the Mandarin being his acting coach, his only friend, he stole the show. Kingsley stole the show. Just every time he was on screen, I was just laughing. How he was able to make Wonder Man Simon comfortable enough to fulfill his dreams, but at the same time, he was working for the damage control people to try to actually capture or, you know, get some information from Simon, catch him in the wrong, doing some bullshit because they know he has superpowers. And that's the thing I actually liked about the series as well. We came into the show thinking that, oh, maybe he's not going to have powers until the end or realize his powers till the end. Nah. We figured out he had powers, and they showed us he had powers in the first episode. And it kind of gave me a little excitement knowing that he did have the powers. He knew he had the powers, just when the powers would come out. That was cool. The little filler episode with the doorman, I forgot bruh's name, but how, they made the doorman clause of how no superhero metahumans can work in Hollywood just based on some shit that the doorman went through. He was at a club, a really well-known club man or doorman who worked for this club who ended up touching some goo that made his body pretty much a black hole. If you saw the show, you know what I'm talking about. And then, people found out about his powers, and after he saved a whole bunch of people with his powers, he got really famous for it, and his powers became a gimmick all the way up until he became a famous actor for his powers. Just used his powers in commercials, in the movie. It just really became really gimmicky to a point where he was friends with Josh Gad, and he was doing a movie with Josh Gad, and he accidentally killed Josh Gad with his powers and was kind of shunned from Hollywood for that. And he was kind of forgotten about as the guy who killed Josh Gad, who once was a very popular superhero or hero, but he kind of played himself and kind of everybody hates him now. And that clause and that story itself kind of made Simon Yaya this whole season be afraid to let people know he had powers. But he wanted to work in Hollywood so bad, watching movies as a kid with his dad, and that being the connection to his dad that he had, and his dad telling him that he could possibly be in movies one day. He internalized that as a kid. And once his dad died, that became his sole goal. And we see that in the show, that this man, though he has superpowers, though his family know about his superpowers, though he's really dangerous for him to have the superpowers are crazy. If he gets upset, shit just blows up around him. He has powers to control ionized particles, which obviously make him be able to fly, make him hella strong, make him be able to have concussive blasts come out of his body that blow shit up. He's epic, but all he wants to do is be an actor. He don't want to use his powers to be Superman, Batman, Iron Man, Thor, none of that shit. He just wants to be low key, be an actor, prove to his family that he has dreams and his dreams can be successful, and he can be successful like the other people in his family. He is Haitian, of Haitian descent. We get a really introspective view of his family, his culture, how his family came up, and his competition with his brother. His brother is a big shot manager, and he thinks that Simon is just a dude with superpowers who isn't reaching his potential. Again, we didn't know the whole time that his family knew he had superpowers until he busted that island out of anger. But that you could tell deeper than that. Though they may fight, they may bicker. They know that he's not somebody that's evil that'll use his powers against them. They just wanted what's best for him, and just thought that he could be more than what he is now. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that throughout the movie. And though, what's his name? What's my guy's name in the show? Trevor Slattery was the Mandarin, and people call him out at every chance they get, and was a guy playing a bad guy. It had a bad past. Was a drug addict in the past. Is working for the government. But his charmingness, his relationship with Simon, how he was able to help Simon get the role, even though it was a setup at first, as they both became friends and both got deeper into potentially getting the Wonder Man role, we saw what Simon needed Trevor for as a companion, as a blanket, as a person he knew would always have his back, always have his best interests in mind, and somebody to confide in. Him and his brother always had competition, so he didn't have that in his brother. Having that in Trevor was really necessary, and you can notice it, especially when he found out that he was working for the government, how much it hurt him. You know what I mean? How much the treachery hurt him deep down. You knew he was gonna blow up and blow some shit up. And Kingsley, and Trevor Slattery taking the fall for him, saying that he was the Mandarin again, blew that studio up instead of Wonder Man doing it. That was really cool. That was really cool. A very cool twist. Very cool twist. Because I know, although he blew up that warehouse, that set, all Simon was thinking about how is he can't be an actor no more. He can't be an actor no more. You know what I'm saying? The treachery of Trevor, betraying him, that's one thing. But just to know he reacted and isn't going to be an actor anymore and potentially could be going to jail, just kind of didn't sit with him right. And then Kingsley coming out there and making it better, Slattery making it better by going to jail for him. and him still be able to become Wonder Man, and then Wonder Man being a big hit, and him getting, all the accolades and actually achieving that dream, being able to show his family, sit front row in the movie, watch the premiere. It was cool to see, man, the comeuppance of Simon. And then at the end, him going and breaking Trevor out of jail. It was cool. I mean, for me personally, for it being a one-off, if not gonna make another season, that's kind of a weird way to end it. You would think that he would just go on being the star and not just throw away his career at the first chance he gets. You know what I'm saying? He just put out a great movie, sequels on the table, a whole bunch of other movies on the table. Yet you said, okay, I'm fulfilled enough for doing one movie. I'm gonna go break this dude out of jail. And now I'm wanted forever. And could he fly the whole fucking time? Or did he just learn how to fly all of a sudden? I feel like I missed something. Because I want to see him with his powers as a kid. They just showed him hella as a kid, but didn't show him use his powers as a kid. There was a fire, and maybe he didn't catch on fire or burn because of his powers. That was implied, but they didn't show it or say it. Does the brother blame Simon for the dad dying? I don't know. Who was in the house during the fire? My thing, I thought the brother probably set the fire and, Simon was taking the blame and just never told anybody. I thought that was going to come out as well, but all in all, it was a great show. Check it out for yourself. Just dropped. I watched all of it. I just watched it all yesterday and today. Well, not today when you listen to it, but when I'm recording this on Wednesday, I watched it Monday and Tuesday straight through all the episodes. It was really good, man. I give it an 8 out of Marvel shows. I put it right behind Moon Knight. So my favorites were, I had Loki, WandaVision, I have Moon Knight, and then I'll put this one right behind it. So it's in high regard for me as it comes to MCU shows. They put it all out at once. I think it was really cool to just digest it as one long show. I think it was better that way than episodically, because then I feel like people will have bad things to say about it and have problems with it being, having to wait a full week for you to see the show, just because it didn't really pay off every episode, like, especially the doorman episode. That was kind of slow, and the acting was pretty bad in that episode, but I like the Easter eggs and the connective tissue that it had. But yeah, I'm happy they dropped it all at once. But ultimately, shout out Yaya, shout out DC, shout out Kevin Feige for giving us a chance, you feel me? And hopefully you can ingratiate and put them in more things in the MCU. I don't know whether properties are coming out later, but some of the later properties, don't forget about them. Don't let them age out of the role after just playing one. He has the outfit, he has the look, he has the fan base. Now, I feel like you should just put him in Doomsday, put him in Secret Wars, put him in something. Use those powers, because basically, it's one of the best power sets we've seen in the MCU. Let's see him. Goddamn. Shows that I'm watching right now, Fallout. Fallout is really good. It's getting good, guys. It's getting good. The Ghoul, Maximus, what's his name? Nate? And got together, trying to get Lucy back from Pops. I think his name is Howard. It's a good watch, man. A really good comic relief, really good comeuppance from last season throughout the season, man. It's like 5 or 6 episodes in now. Just seeing everything happen, seeing Lucy's character arc, seeing everybody find out things about the Vault Dwellers, and just find out about the world, man. Who's really the bad guys? California Republic, the Legion. Who's really the bad guys? Everybody's just fighting to survive, but whose morals are really taking precedent? Who's really in the right? Is it Howard? Is it House? Is it Lucy? Is it the Ghoul? We see the Ghoul's backstory and how he has been actually involved in how the world was bombed in the first place. Like, everybody thought he was just a victim of what happened, but we're now seeing that he may have had a part in giving the all energy, little energy thing to the president, who probably put in those nuclear codes and blew up everything. You know what I mean? And maybe House was the good guy the whole time, trying to prevent this all from happening. I'm still trying to put it all together, man. I'm still trying to put it all together. Like I said, I didn't play any of the games. So I'm just a watcher. You know what I'm saying? I watched the season 1 of Fallout twice. So me watching this season, I'm just trying to catch up and get my bearings. I was disappointed by The Last of Us season 2. I knew Joel was going to die, but I didn't think it was going to be a fall off like it was in the last season. This season hasn't been a fall off at all. Just, extreme excitement, though they don't put enough in each episode. I wish the episodes were a little bit longer and just didn't have so many storylines to hit every time. I do feel like it was a good watch, still a good watch, and I advise anybody who has Amazon Prime, put it on if you're streaming it illegally. Excuse me. If you have illegal streams as well, use those as well. I ain't judging. Do what you need to do. It's a good show. Watch it. And then lastly, a little reality TV, man. I never thought I'd be talking about this. Traitors. Traitors on Peacock, man. Reality TV show, very good premise, man. I didn't think I would like it. I know there's season 4 now. I'm watching season 4. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 are already out on Peacock if you want to binge those. But this one is coming out episodically every Thursday. A bunch of celebrities or reality celebrities from your favorite shows, reality shows. Desperate Housewives, Survivor, The Challenge, Big Brother. They have athletes, they have RuPaul's Drag Race, all these popular personalities are all put together in a house. There's 23 of them. 3 of them get labeled as traitors. Everybody else is a faithful. The object of the game show is to figure out who the traitors are. And every night you have to vote somebody out that you think is the traitor. And the traitors actually also vote somebody out. So typically 2 people get voted out an episode. 23 people. Starts off with hella. We ain't doing this for 23 weeks. So yeah, they cut 2 people out pretty much an episode. I like it because of the drama. We know as an audience who the traitors are, and we know who the faithfuls are as well. And they have to do little things throughout the house and throughout the show to eliminate the other players without getting found out. And it's really cool to see them confront each other, try to come up with logic to why they think somebody's a traitor, and they just be hella wrong. There's hella dramatic and hella wrong. And the difference in people, you have comedians, you have, again, Real Housewives, athletes. So the personalities are so different. They clash all the time. And then again, us just knowing who the traitors are, hearing people think they're so right, but so wrong at the same time is just so funny. On previous seasons, we had CT, Johnny Bananas, a whole bunch of well-known celebrity personalities. This one we do too. A lot of heavy on the Real Housewives side. I'm not really the biggest fan of the Real Housewives. But there's a lot of them on there. Michael Rappaport, Top Chef people. Yeah, check it out, guys. It's full of drama. I know everybody's not really into all that reality TV show shit, but it's really funny. It's the biggest social experiment out there. It's like, I forgot that show where they're sitting in the house, they're sitting in chairs, and they just play a game to see who the imposter is. I forgot exactly what game that is, but Traitors is Emmy winning. Check it out now. It's amazing. They shoot in Ireland. Yeah. MTV shut down. I don't know how long the challenge will still be going. I know Big Brother and Survivor are going strong on CBS still. So the Traitors, man, it may be the next up and coming thing that takes the place of the challenge and everything that was shut down over there in MTV. So check it out right now. I'm watching it with V-Runs. I got my mom to watch it. Ashwash is watching it. So you got a lot of thumbs up out there. Check it out and let me know how you like it. You feel me? But yeah. That's the end of the podcast, y'all. I know I was blabbering for a long time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of information there. But, I had to get in here and let you guys know what was going on. Again, sorry for the negativity last pod. I know I was yelling a lot, cussing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Shunning people a lot. Telling them to kick rocks and stuff. But, nah, y'all. Come back here. I'm done with that. No more negativity. This is in the podcast where I like to let them know where they find me at. It's SAC_Lydell on Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. Anything Best of Bias related, you know where to find that shit at. It's Best of Bias on TikTok. I don't know for how long the best or TikTok lasts. I know everybody's dropping it and not using it anymore, but Instagram, Snapchat, you know where to find us, the Best of Bias podcast, and of course on YouTube, where AKA keeps us lit with all the best videos ever, 300 of them things to be precise. Plenty of shit to click on if you haven't seen the most recent episode. If you haven't seen the last episode, you can click on all of them bitches, because we talking about more stuff than current sports. If you don't want to listen to the sports site, jump on over to Cinema Corner or the Pop Culture, maybe talking about something you haven't heard yet. You know what I'm saying? Hit that bell on the YouTube so you don't miss any new podcasts dropping, new videos dropping. Leave a comment. Tell your friends about it. Let me know what we should do better. Let me know if you want to be on the pod. Always looking for new people to be on here. I record every week, so I just be putting out content nonstop, and you know, I don't have time to really ask people if they're ready to do shit. So if you're ready, you could be on a pod. Just let me know. I'll drop you the link and we talk some shit, man. It's your boy Lydell Dinero. Always here for the people. Love y'all. Episode 272. Holla at your boy. Let's take this over the top, man. Best of Bias Podcast here. We always here. No matter what a hater gotta say. Y'all have a good rest of your day. It's your boy. Hear that theme song. It's the best of Bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of Bias. Best of Bias.